everyone, it's Julia. I am working on this little hoodie today. I just wanted to add a reverse applique to it. It has raw edges. It's a French terry, so it's a lightweight poly cotton. I had this fabric that matched so well with this slate blue, and that's what I'm going to be using for my reverse applique. Just using some regular freezer paper that I've got out of my kitchen, and I cut this heart shape. Just going to be using my iron and heating that up, and so that waxed paper, that wax part of that freezer paper will stick right to the front of this shirt. Just making sure that it's well sealed or down good. This is going to help prevent the stretching when I do my sewing. I want to cut my piece of fabric so that it is about 1 inch on all sides of this heart, so just a little bit bigger than the heart itself. And I decided I wanted to turn that around. It honestly wouldn't have mattered. This is, you don't see a lot of this fabric, just enough of it's going to be peeking through. I'm putting some pins just on the very top of my heart, the bottom of my heart, and the sides. I'm doing this just so that I can see my placement when I turn this inside out, which is what I'm doing right now. And I'm going to be putting my fabric on the back side of this. My fabric will be laying some of the face, or the pretty side is down. I'm just making sure I have everything so that I can see those little pins and that it's centered correctly. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some more pins, putting these right on the edge of this fabric because I don't want to hit it when I'm sewing. These pins will stay in place until I'm completely done sewing this heart. Now turning it right sides out again, removing my placement pins here, and then I'm going to be adding some more pins just to right onto this freezer paper, wanting to keep it down when I'm sewing. And now it's to my sewing machine, and I'm going to be stitching around this shape. Just using thread that is pretty close. It's gonna blend in well. And have my regular foot. I'm just going to be doing regular sewing. My stitch of width, or my length, is about 2.4, which is pretty my average length on my sewing machine when I take off. Removing pins when I need it, and I'm not going through the paper. I am just stitching right alongside the paper. All the way through, and of course I'm sewing that fabric on the back side as well. Turning that corner there in the center of that heart, and then we'll be just continuing sewing this heart all the way around. I am making sure to back stitch when I start and finish. Right there I back stitched. And now it's to take this freezer paper off, and then I'm going to be doing I call them my channel stitching. I'll be stitching just straight across, making sure to do the front reverse to start and finish. I want to make sure I have a secured stitch. And then just using my presser foot as my guide. And I'm going to be adding these channels all the way up this whole heart. And here you can see, I also added another line of stitching on the outside of my heart. And I've got all these channels. Now with my sharp Fisker snip, I'm going to be clipping this, making careful that I don't clip that back side of that, or that colorful fabric. I just am wanting to get this front cut. I love this fabric. This French terry is just going to be great fabric for this. Almost looks like a chenille as I'm cutting this. This took a while, but this is what it looks like. Absolutely love it. I think it just adds enough, just a little something to this shirt. I have a lot of extra fabric here in the back, and I'm just going to be trimming that close to my stitching. Wanted to add a couple more things. I have Heat and Bond Light to the back of these appliques. I'm going to put an applique on one of my sleeves. Just thought that'd be just kind of a fun little added touch there. Yeah, just be careful if you ever do this with your iron in your hand. Don't do what I do. I'm just adding a couple little pieces now. I like to add a little bit of fabric to these drawstrings. It just adds a little something, a little bit of detail. Pressing those down as well. I have that Heat and Bond Light on the back of that, so it's going to stick to my little drawstring until I get to my sewing machine. Now back again to my sewing machine. I wanted to share this with you. I can't get this sleeve underneath my open arm. It's too tight or too narrow. And so as you can see what I'm doing, I have that sleeve turned inside out, and I am sewing in the round is what I call it. And I'm just doing a zigzag around this heart just to get that applique into place. And then just getting that out from underneath my sewing machine. And then again, these little drawstring additions, details, I am just zigzagging those on as well. I'm going to be adding the link to this shirt down below, and this will also be in my Etsy store. There's pictures at the end here. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something today. I think you could do this technique on so many different shirts that you might have in your closet or something you've thrifted. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a chance to create this week. Bye for now.